be here from, because I'm from Melbourne, which is Australia's woke capital, right? Like, we've got to be fucking aware of everything, right? Shits me to tears, and I can guarantee you're not doing what a whole bunch of Melburnians are doing at the moment. Is anybody in here doing Feb Fast? No, you don't even know what it is, do you? Feb Fast is a thing where people abstain from drinking alcohol, imagine this, Perth, for the entire month of February, right? Oh my God. And there's too many of them now, right? Like, there's Feb Fast, there's October, and there's my least favourite one of all, the first one they ever implemented, Dry July, right? We ever heard of Dry July? So this is where people abstain from alcohol for the entire month of July. Now, if you want to do that, good on you. Go ahead and do it, right? Quietly. Very fucking quietly, right? Do not be popping up on my social media feed, crapping on about it every day like you are some sort of modern day hero. I'm doing Dry July. I'm doing it for a cause. It takes courage. I hope I can be strong enough. Dry July, 31 days, 31 days, Dry July, 31 days, 31 days, 31 days. Shut the fuck up, right? Try being a menopausal woman, Perth. My Dry July has been going on for 8 fucking years. Nobody ever talks about the impact of that climate change, but they fucking should, right? The impact is catastrophic. You know what I mean? The environment is dry, it's hostile, it's abrasive. Like, seriously, every dick I ride these days ends up sharpened like an HB pencil. Get me excited enough, I'm going to squirt dust, No, seriously, it is terrible. The physicality of it is awful. Honestly, sir, my labia look like prawn crackers now. You know what I'm saying? I know, I was very pleased with myself the day I wrote that joke. I was like, yes, fuck yes, that's great, right? But it gives a bad visual, sir, doesn't it? It does give a bad visual, yeah. But on the other hand, sir, how Moorish are prawn crackers, hey? You can't stop at one. 5 minutes in, you're just like, yum, yum, bring me more of those. I don't even want my dinner.
Do we have any gambling addicts in?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Right, we're not doing an AA meeting here. We're out and loud, aren't we, brother? Fuck yeah. My mate, he plays the pokies, and he was explaining to me, he's like, Shane, you don't understand. If I've only got $10 left, and I've got $150 worth of bills to pay, well, there's no chance I can pay those bills. But if I put that $10 into the pokies, well, then there's a chance. And so what I've realised is that the pokies are actually about hope. In fact, they should call them the Hopies. They should call them the Hopey Pokies. You put your last 10 in, you get a payout, you put the change back in, and your future falls apart, and your wife takes the kids, and that's what it's all about. Hopey Pokies. But I like the way they market the gambling apps on the phone, right? Because they always try to make it seem really Aussie blokey. They're like, sports mates, now you can gamble online with your mates. Go on, get Gary to gamble with you. Go on, peer pressure Gary to gamble with you. Now Gary can gamble online with you from home, ruin his life with you. Go on, mate. Go on, mate, don't be a fucking coward, mate. Fucking gamble, you weak dog. Your dad was right about you, you're a gutless worm. Warning, gamble responsibly. Like, I'm pretty sure if you need to put a warning on the ad, you probably shouldn't have the ad. Like, we don't let ISIS have their propaganda on TV. Come on, jihad, mate. Stand and jihad with your mates. Warning, jihad responsibly.
I've lost you there, haven't I, by calling your mum slags. I do apologise. I'll move on from that. You all look very wholesome. I'll find the slag in the room in a second, and it might just well be me, to be perfectly honest. I am going to chat to a few of you, because I do love it. I like the fact that there's loads of families in and little pockets of families, and you lot here, and you're celebrating your mum's birthday and stuff. Dad, what's your name? Tell you, Steve. You're his dad, yeah? Just checking. No, stepdad. I knew this. Fucked up families. Do you know what? I looked at you, Steve. And I looked at you. What's your name? Jai. I looked at you, Steve. I looked at you, Jai, and I was like, somebody's got a fucking secret here that Jai doesn't know about. And I didn't want to be the one to fucking expose that shit on my first time in Perth. Do you know what I'm saying? Steve, how long you been shagging Jai's mum? First things first, hang on, what's your name? Trish. Hiya, Trish, you alright? How many years, Steve? 17 years. And how old are you, Jai? 22. Alright, so he's been in your life for quite a bit. That's alright, isn't it? That's not too bad. Steve, what's your favourite sexual position with Jai's mum? The wheelbarrow! Bloody hell, Steve! Sorry, Jai, honestly, I asked that question, right, and normally nobody answers it, and some of you might have heard him say something else, but he definitely followed it up with the wheelbarrow, and I can't believe you've said that, Steve. Now, all Jai's thinking of is you wheelbarrowing his beautiful mum round the bedroom. I'm sorry, Trish, I didn't know you were going to bring Steve here and he was going to be a dirty bastard, right? Jai, I do apologise, and this is your girlfriend as well. You're thinking about it now. You don't need to think about that. Oh, wife, fiance. All right, fuck me. I don't want to fuck him. Out of the whole row, it'd be Steve with his wheelbarrow expertise. Now, Steve, some of you are looking at me going, "Oh, that's funny. Wheelbarrow. What's that?" Well, Jai, don't worry. I'm just going to describe what the wheelbarrow is to everybody in here. So first things first, your stepdad, not even your dad, Jai, your stepdad has got your beautiful mum, and take a look at your mum now. Take a look at your mum. One last look at your mum, Trish, because you ain't fucking looking at her again. I'm telling you that right now. That beautiful woman that brought you up from birth, right? Steve has got your mum, Trish, naked on all fours. You are disgusting, Steve. Trish, you're very flexible, thank you for that. Trish is on all fours naked. Now you can all picture it, it's fine, you're not related. Jai, do not think of your mum on all fours, right? So first things first, your mum Trish is on all fours. Your stepdad, oh yeah, your stepdad Steve, he comes in behind your mum, he's also naked. I don't know how big it is, Steve, but it's not that big, Trish. Okay, cool. Oh, Trish, is that why you're on? Okay, cool. So Steve comes in behind your mum, right? He's also naked. He bends over and he picks up your mum's back legs, right? Some of you might have heard me say back legs by accident just then. As opposed to just the normal legs. And no amount of me backtracking now or making excuses is going to make you lot think I don't fuck animals. So I'm just going to carry on. Steve picks up your mum's legs. Your mum's now in the wheelbarrow position, Jai, right? He then engages your mum and he goes like this. And then he wheelbarrows your mum around the bedroom. And that's what you'll be hearing every night now when you go home, especially tonight, Jai. And I do apologise. Steve, your stepdad brought that up. I can only apologise. I've scarred you for life now, right? Just quickly before I go, Steve, wheelbarrow, fantastic position. I've just seen the old guy behind you and he started perking up the moment I started talking about the wheelbarrow. And I just need to say to you, sir, people your age, it's not called the wheelbarrow, it's called the wheelchair. A little bit more stability on the old legs there.
My girlfriend's American. She's been trying to learn about Australia, and so I've been taking her around. I just took her to Canberra. It's so funny. You should 100% go to Canberra if you haven't. It's so funny, the contradictions. Because she took me to Washington, D.C., right? We went to the Capitol on January the 6th. We stormed it. It was a good time. But she took me there. We were there in December. It's freezing cold. There's no one in Congress, but there's tens of thousands of Americans. I'm here to see the greatest Congress on earth for the greatest democracy on earth. I love America. I took her to Canberra. We went to Parliament House. There was one guy there, and he was like, "You don't have to come in." And it was Anthony Albanese. Like, that's how bad it is. Highly recommend getting a tour of Parliament House if you can, because here's the thing, they don't know anything, because they're Australians. They took us down this hallway. They said, "This is the hallway of prime ministers. We have a portrait of every prime minister." And my girlfriend pointed at one and said, "Who's that?" And our tour guide said, "Some cunt." She had no idea. It's so funny. Because that's the great thing about Australia, is we don't give a fuck about our politicians. Really, we don't care that much. Like, Americans killed them. They've shot 4 presidents. We don't do. Harold Holt went for a swim, and that's at our level. In America, it's like the president has been shot. Here, it's like blah, 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 They love politicians. They have Mount Rushmore. They have carved presidents into a mountain. Can you imagine that in Australia? You wouldn't trim ScoMo's head into a fucking hedge. Unless someone was like, hey, you know a dog's going to shit in that hedge? You'd be like, oh, fuck, let me... When we met, she lived in the George Washington apartment building on Thomas Jefferson Avenue. That's where we hooked up the first night we were together. Can you imagine that in this country? Going to cop a root at the Tony Abbott apartment complex? It's not happening. We're different cultures. That's the real thing. We have tall poppy syndrome in this country. Like, if Martin Luther King was an Aussie, it wouldn't have worked, would it? Like, he would have gotten up there, he would have been like, I have a dream! And we would have been like, fucking listen to Martin, he's got a fucking dream. All right, mate. All right, mate. We've all got dreams, mate. You know, there'd be one guy at the back like, shut up, cunt!
So I'm from Singapore. My name is Tang, and sometimes people would ask me what it means, right? Like, Tang is a Chinese name. Like, every Chinese name has a unique meaning. My sister's name Ru, it means may peace and harmony surround your life, and that's a beautiful name. My name Tang means food court. Like, no, I'm serious now. When I found this out, I called my mom and I was like, did you call me food court? And my mom was like, no, like, why would I call you food court? Like, that's crazy. And I was like, okay, what does my name mean then? And she said to me, great family restaurant. Like, let's call me your least favorite child. It's easier, you know, like. What I did, like, last year was I got LASIK surgery, right? Like, the thing is, like, you know, I used to wear glasses, and what people would do at parties when I was there was they would take off my glasses, put it on their face, and go like, oh, fuck, you're really blind. Does that happen to you? It's so annoying, isn't it? That's so insensitive. That's like saying to someone, oh, shit, you really have epilepsy, while holding on to a strobe light, right? Like, who does that? Like, and the thing was, like, you know, I got glasses because when I was younger, my brother got glasses first, and I got jealous. And I said to my mom, I want the glasses, and my mom was like, no, you're not getting glasses. And what I began doing was I began sitting really close to the TV in an attempt to burn out my corneas so my mom could prove her love for me, right? And eventually I got glasses, you know, and that was when I realized, you know, if you have a dream, you work really hard towards it, right? You can too achieve a visible disability, right? Like, just believe in yourself. And then spend 5,000 years later and tell yourself that you're a fucking dickhead. You know, like, just like.
I love Australia. Thank you. And I love Aussie people. Thank you. But sometimes still I don't understand Aussie people's behavior. You know what I mean? Japanese people and Aussie people are quite different, right? Do you know supermarket? Supermarket? Some Aussie people, they don't return the product to the original position. You know what I'm talking about. So some Aussie guy, he got beef, right? He got beef when he walk in supermarket, right? And then he remembered, oh, I think I have a beef in my fridge. I don't need that anymore. And then he returned the beef to the bread section. You know, so many random products in random section of this supermarket. I don't like it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, you know. You know lime juice? Lime juice for the cooking. Lime juice? I saw the lime juice section. I saw the actual lime there. Some whole thing that he got lime, they walk in supermarket, he found lime juice. Oh, there's lime juice there. I didn't know that. It's cheaper. I should get. And he returned the lime juice. I don't like it. I saw one time yogurt at ice cream section. In the freezer. Someone tried to make a frozen yogurt there. That's clever, you know. But I want to be Aussie, so I want to try. I want to try the random return products things in the supermarket. But I'm also fucking Japanese, so I want to do that to help people. To help Aussie people. I want to be good Aussie, you know. So for example, people often forget the shopping, isn't it? If you go shopping on the way home, you realize, oh, I forgot to buy this product. You always forget, you know. I want to help you. I want to help you, you know. For example, toilet paper. Toilet paper, sometimes you forget to buy toilet paper, isn't it? So I want to put toilet paper at coffee section. It sounds so random, right? You might say, what the fuck, why toilet paper is here? But you might also think, if I drink coffee, I might use bathroom. How many toilet paper left? I should get. It's for you. It's for you. I'm helping Aussie people. Good Aussie. Toothpaste. Sometimes you forget to buy toothpaste. I'm gonna put toothpaste at garlic section. That's the time you think about breath, you know? Good Aussie. Any single man here? Any single man? Yeah, for you. Oh, I wanna help you. I wanna put the cleaning products at condom section. If you never forget to buy condoms before you go date, but you always forget clean up, right? I'm for you. I know you. I wanna help you, Aussie. Oh, by the way, condoms. Do you know the supermarket Aldi, they don't sell condoms. Did you know that? I checked few Aldis, they don't sell condoms. That's crazy. They should because people who love to go to Aldi, they should use condoms. Sorry.
We've had 3 kids, so he's had a vasectomy. Give me a cheer if you've had a vasectomy. Cowards. Oh yeah, I don't know. There needs to be more vasectomies in Midlands, I tell you what. But I had, yes. But he had a vasectomy, and I learned a lot about him that day that he had it, because I've had 3 of his children, and he had the strength to complain about it. Oh my God, he's the bravest man alive. So it's a 15-minute procedure. 15-minute procedure. Cost $580. That's the only bit that hurt me. Because he was really upset. It really hurt him. So on the afternoon that he had it done, I forgot he was doing it because I don't care. And so he went. So we got this procedure done. So he went, and I was just in the kitchen, and then I could just hear a scratching at the door, like, and I was like, what is that? Then I was like, oh, that's the sound of a wounded man. And then I walked down, and I opened the door, and he was just standing there like this. Like he didn't have the strength to get his keys out of his pocket, and he had some. I've let him have some for ages. Anyway, I looked at him, and I know better than to laugh in the face of a wounded man. So I turned around and laughed the whole way down the hallway. But he just hadn't cottoned on. He just thought I'd forgotten. And so what he did, he thought, I'm just going to subtly remind her what I've just been through, the 15-minute procedure. So he walked down the whole hallway like this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Christ almighty. Oh, God. Walked past the kitchen all the way to the lounge room, and I still couldn't care. And then he turned around and he was like, oh, she still hasn't noticed. So he walked that length of the house again, all the way to the front door. Fucking Christ, oh my God. And by the time he got there, the kids were like, what's wrong with Dad? I was like, he's suicidal. Sleeping. The whole next day, he was so injured that he couldn't go to work, and he works from home. So he had to have the whole next day at home, lying on the couch, watching The Passion of Christ, crying, and holding a bag of frozen peas on his ball sack. So with that image alone, I realised we wasted $580. Because I'll never fuck him again.
Love this city. Love it here. I like it here because it reminds me of my hometown. I originally grew up in Cairns. That's a good tourism slogan. Cairns. Ooh. Have you been? A couple of times. What was your favourite part? Just to see the site. What site exactly? The airport. I've never felt like I was being bullied so quickly before. Did you go to Gilligan's Backpackers? No. Oh, you would have loved it. You can get fingered behind a bin. It's one of the most incredible... Like, you want some local culture. That's it. And it's not like I wouldn't put you behind a bad bin in the jug. It's a big, it's a big skip bin. It's like a nice... I wouldn't put you like behind a waste paper bin. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm giving you decency in the gag. You're way too tall. How tall are you? 6 foot? Look, I'm not like a connoisseur in bin fingering, but I reckon I reckon, unless your vagina is above a skip bin, you can get away with it. It's more about keeping your face neutral. Because the top of the bin's about there on you. So anything can happen here as long as you're not... The issue is when you start doing... That's when you get in trouble. Just a little local tip for next time you visit. Oh yeah! Round of applause for a big fingering gag at 5 in the afternoon. This is the Fringe, baby!
It's good though, it's nice. I love that you're so willing and sharing about your wonderful stories about bin fingering. I'm also in a relationship. I just moved in with my partner. You guys live together? Nice. How long have you been doing that for? 3 years. 3 years? That's exciting. That's nice. Oh, I'll just leave you to it. What's happening here? You like swingers? You're trying to add more people? So yeah, 3 years. 3 years. We're ready to expand actually if you want to pass that down the line. 3 years. What are you at? Maybe you get in here. Keys in the bowl. You know how it is. We'll figure it out. We're interested. I don't know, like, what was your first date? A 10K? What the fuck? A 10K run? Fuck you, you guys suck. Yeah, boo! What the fuck? Together? Or were you doing a 10K run? He's like coming up behind you, like... Because that's not a date, that's stalking. That's a very high-speed stalk that's going on. 10K run? Fucking hell! You didn't want to start with a walk? Jesus. And like, did you just like talk on the run? A bit, yeah. Sorry. Fuck. Alright. And then afterwards, what'd you do after that? You'd be too tired to fuck. Coffee. Fucking hell. I tell you, my girlfriend and I, our first day, we've been living together for about a year now. Our first day. 3 months in a relationship actually, it wasn't the first, but 3 months in we went to an adult shop together. Yeah. Anyone been to an adult shop recently at all? Fuck, of course you have over there, the fucking... We know what you're doing, mate. What's your adult shop? What's in this bin, actually? What's in there? You guys been to an adult shop before? What'd you get? A few things. I like that answer. It's like you went and got a trolley. So, we're doing the weekly shop. Let's get in here. Let's chuck a couple of things in. Flavoured condoms. That's our meal plans. Let's go. My girlfriend and I went. I also understand 3 months in a relationship, it is kind of alarming. So early in a relationship for her to look at me and be like, oh, let's get some help. What do you reckon? Yeah, that hurts, but we went in there. I don't know if you noticed this, but every adult shop I've ever been to, I noticed the store clerk that works at the adult shop is always the most enthusiastic person on the fucking planet. Yeah, they love their job. Isn't it crazy? Who would have thought that's job satisfaction right there? You walk in, they're stoked to see you. You're like, what the fuck is that? Have you got something in you now? Why are you so excited? You work in retail. Mine was crazy. I walked in there, as soon as we went in, the bell rang, and it was a set of balls as the bell. I thought that was a nice touch. But we walked in, and as soon as I got in, this fucking bald, sweaty, lubed up man just slid over with his salad fingers. Yeah, right up in my face, being like, hey, coming in, look at my wares. I'm like, get away from me, you sexy golem. I had to say to the guy, because I was like, this is not the customer service experience I'm after when I come to an adult shop, you know what I mean? Relax, dude. It took me 4 goes just to get into the shop. Because someone spotted me on the way in and I got embarrassed. I had to pretend like I didn't know where I was going. Just walking in, just being like, oh, that's not Macca's. What was I thinking? I don't know. I said, bro, you need to relax. I was like, I want you to be more like Coles checkout. You know what I mean? Relax a little bit. I need you to be first day Coles checkout. You know what I mean? No eye contact. Scan my shit. Let me leave with my shame. But instead, this guy's talking to me like some nerd at JB Hi-Fi that's used every appliance in the store and just can't wait to give me a review as he's scanning it, you know what I mean? He's just like, oh yeah, the 12-incher, I finished that in a week, you're going to love it.
My daughter's 15, she said to me, Mum, she said, can you get pregnant having anal sex? I said, absolutely you can. Because I've been fucking an arsehole for 20 years and I got pregnant twice. Dad didn't like that one so much, you know. It's a difficult time being a teenager. I've got a teenage son and a teenage daughter. My son's a wee dick, my daughter's perfect. That's how it is, isn't it? That's your son, isn't it? Was he a dick at 17?
Yeah, he's 16,
Yeah, still is a dick. 20-minute showers every morning. You never look any cleaner when you come out, do you? We know what you're doing in the shower, boys. You look guilty as fuck, mate, so you do. Just because you got long hair, it's not an excuse. We know you're wanking, okay? It's like, it's terrible. My son's 16 and like, he annoys the shit out of me mainly because he's 16 and the other reason is he's got a mullet. Honestly, I bred the next generation of bogans, so I did, you know, I did that. And I see him doing the most ordinary things, and plus that mullet just makes me, I see him crossing the road and I think, I could fucking stab you, so I could. You know, I ripped a hole in my arsehole for a mullet, think about that. I'll never wear a G-string because of that, you know. You ruin your tits, they never thank you, you know. One minute they're babies, you're mashing organic pumpkin, putting them in bamboo sleep suits. The next minute they're fucking vaping on e-scooters. I would not have breastfed those pricks, I wouldn't, honestly. I'd have given them Aldi formula and been smoking crack, fuck you. The mums know what I'm talking about. Because, like, it ruins you've ruined your mum's tits. Did you breastfeed him? You ruined her tits, right, for the rest of mankind. That's why she's still with your dad, you know? Your nice tits should be off, you know?
I love Perth, mate. It'll be nice when it's finished, you know what I mean? But it's cool here, you know what I mean? I feel like you've got so much meth in this city. Why don't you give the meth to the fucking construction workers? You get shit done then, wouldn't you? Fucking hell. You wake up, we got a monorail? Okay. Just one guy, Davo, with a drill. You're packing, not even plugged in, just shaking it in with the meth. It's wild. Have you tried meth, sir? That shit was a sober decision. No fucking way. You walked past Lowe's on the way here, didn't you? He said, get on me, let's fucking do it. This is the missus here, is it, yeah? Nice. What do you think of the shirt? Were you like, you're not fucking wearing this, or you're happy that he's doing it? Looks alright. I need to get a fucking... Better to have a shirt on? Oh, that's fucking mean. That's brutal as fuck. Let's have sex. Lights off. I love that. Just pretend you're blind. Grab his face. It's good shit. I'm not being getting laid at all. I fucking hate it. I don't know what it is. I mean, no closer I walk to these lights, the model look like Pennywise. So maybe that's why, I guess. But I'm not a conventionally good-looking man, am I? You know what I mean? I've been on everything. My cousin, he's gay in England. He's gay everywhere. But he's definitely gay there. I've walked into his room. I'll tell you, I'm like, stop wrestling, boys. None of them were tapping out. It looked like a fair fight, to be honest. But he's on this app Grindr, and I'm close to fucking joining it. Honestly, being gay would be the best, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? You know, you got the shit. So, literally, the best. He's on Grindr. It's a dating app, but it's in meters instead of miles. Meters. I'll fucking six that. Most progressive, fucking futuristic thing in the world. He's showing me like this, and he's like, look at this lad, and I'm like, yeah, he's a good-looking lad. We're sitting on my uncle's couch, gets a swipe, gets a match, and I'm like, where is he, Thomas? And he's like, he's 2 meters away. I was like, he's in our house. What the fuck is... This gay guy's broken in for a swipe and a rob. I love it. How'd he get in through Thomas? Through the back door? Of course he did. Classic.
But I'm happy though. I'm happy, trying to be happy. My mom, my dad is really worried about my marital status. My mom has a lot of expectation for my future husband. She said to me, she's like, oh, you have to marry someone who is from China. I'm like, why? She said, because you love China. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, because you love your country. I'm like, okay, I do love China, but why does my pussy has to love China as well? You know? Isn't that all about destiny, fate, and feng shui, that kind of shit, right? For my mom, it's not. Like, for her, the phrase is not the way to man's heart through his stomach. For her, it's through her vagina, which is pretty accurate. But I told my mom again, I guess, Mom, don't worry about it. I have never seen any guy's dick is that long to reach all the way to my heart. It's physically not possible. But she's been telling me for a long time. She makes me feel so stressed whenever I have sex with a global partner. Yeah, have you guys had that kind of situation when you're having sex with someone who is global? And my mom's words came to my head, right? When you're making love, or just no love involved, just fucking. And your mom's words come to head, like, oh my God, you love China. And somehow become, I love China, right? The words like just stay in the loop. I become hypnotic. It's like, I love China. I am China. Do you guys know how stressful to represent China at the international bed? It is very stressful. It's a lot of weight to carry. I don't feel there's only one guy behind my back. I feel there's a 1.4 billion of them just thumping on my back the whole time. It is very stressful. And all the stress, I just want to come, right? I come really easily. I just ask the guy to shout, I love China. I come right away. Yeah. I like to play the game with the guys that go out. Like, I like to spank them a little bit. You know, all the gender reverse kind of game. I love it. I always like say, who loves China? The guy says, I love China. Mommy likes that.
Yeah, it's a change of energy, I know. You'll be fine. Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Sander. I'm from Estonia. And yes, I know I have kind of a weird accent. I actually speak English as a third language. Right? Wow. Smart and sexy. Laughed a bit too hard there. The first haha was fine, the other six were kind of mean. But yeah, actually everyone in Estonia speaks English as a third language. First is obviously Estonian. You wanna guess the second one? Alcoholism. So yes, you were correct, sir. I'm fucking fluent in the second one and feel right at home here. It's great being in Australia, but it's weird coming to the other side of the world because, like, yeah, sure they talk about jet lag and it is weird, like traveling 6 hours in time or whatever. But what they don't talk about is it was minus 25 degrees back home. It's plus 42 here, so I did 67 degrees in 32 hours. Some people have jet lag. I have sweat lag. Thank you. When the crowd knows the punchline before you say it, you should maybe write better material. It's fine.
Perth is a fucking beautiful city, don't you reckon? Is anyone here not white? What the fuck is this? I feel like I'm at a Pauline Hanson rally. This is a weird tension. Is this not white? Make some noise, please. Come on, let's go. Any Indians in? I'm Indian. Any Indian? I can smell something. It's not just me. Are you Indian, bro? Can't see you. Can you smile for me, brother? There you go. I don't know. I fuck with Perth. I like Perth. I'm from Melbourne, and people talk shit about you cunts over there, you know? They do, and I know you talk shit about them. I talk shit about them. But people talk shit about Perth. I don't know why. It's a fucking beautiful place. I've been here for a fucking week. Been going to the beach. Been doing all this fun fucking shit. Went to Rottnest. Fucking a lot of old people on Rottnest. A lot of old people. You think it would be Epstein's Island, not Rottnest Island. There's a lot of old people on Rottnest Island. It's a wild shit. We had lots of fun in Perth. And you know what they say about Perth back in Melbourne? Do you know? What do they say? Like I'm asking you people, what do you think the stereotypes of Perth are? Yell them out. Come on, let's go. We don't give a shit. Yeah, no shit, you can't. You're not supposed to take it personally. You really showed me that you got butthurt there. It's like, we think it's a nice place. A lot of old cunts with money. Sorry? Yeah, that's not a stereotype. That's 100% accurate. What are you talking about? FIFOs are everywhere here. That's why people back in Melbourne, you know what they say? They say it's a racist place, which I'm totally against. I think this is the least racist fucking place in Australia. I really believe that. You make English people work in a mine. Do you know how good that is for racism, bro? They catch a 48-hour flight and you're like, get in the mine. And they're like, all right, let's work in a mine for hours and hours. These guys are picking carrots and shit, you know? Pathetic that is, I picked it for you, sire. The English took over the fucking world at one point. And now they're picking carrots to live in a shit house with me. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. I love Perth, man. There's a lot of nature shit, a lot of beautiful beaches and shit. I love it. Look at my skin colour, I'm brown now. I'm like a Neapolitan ice cream if you scroll up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how I judge a place. If it's racist, I speak to the Asians. That's how you judge if a place is racist. You want to find out how racist a place is? You go up to a local Asian in the city, and you go, g'day mate, and how thick his Aussie accent is, that's how racist the place is. You know what I mean? You go to Melbourne, it's like, g'day mate, they're like, oh. You're like, okay, very little racism going on here. You go to Brisbane, you go up to an Asian, you're like, g'day mate, you're like, g'day kid boy. You're like, fucking Jesus, you've seen some shit, bro.
When you accept your faulty goods, I've got to that point. If you got to that where it's a wiring issue, you can't fix this. So you get to head office, get to heaven and demand a refund, you know? You guys are pulling back. Are you religious? Are you religious? Being religious is just an easy way to tell if someone's got a learning disability or one. So as soon as you can read, you realise it's a pyramid scheme for paedophiles. That's good. Yes! Yes, now we're on. None of it made sense, man. I remember growing up, I'm like, if heaven's so good, why don't we go there now, Dad? Like, you work at Bunnings, we live in a duplex, what are we doing? We're in Adventure World car park, slinging hot dogs, let's jump the fence and go on sky rides, Daddy, what the fuck? Do you know the only people that need religion? Old people. Can see some in the crowd now, fucking clock's ticking. Why do one religion? Why not treat it like a sports bet multi? Do you know? Go and get blessed by every priest in the land. Wouldn't you do it? Do you know what I wouldn't do? Buddhism. Are you in for Buddha? Buddha's a big boy, man. He's a big boy. A big boy. I'm not getting spiritual advice from a comfort eater. Do you know what I mean? Clear your mind, clear another plate, you fat fuck. Trying to eat your way through your problems. You can't be happy and be that big, buddy. Do you know what I mean? I think I prefer fat people to skinny though. Are you sick of the skinny guy? Do you know that skinny guy at Fitness First? The trainer? Personal trainer? Jeff with the fucking six-pack? Trying to explain science to you and you're like, you dropped out in year 10, dickhead. Do you know what I mean? He's in there going, oh, you got to eat less. You got to get it. I'm not eating because I'm hungry, Jeff. I'm eating because I'm sad. I'm in a vehicle just shoving meat into my sad hole, you fuckhead. Do you know what I mean? I just wish I could get more comfortable with my body. I have no confidence. Even on Pornhub, I'm downloading girls with fucking braces. I can't even do it, but wouldn't you want to get comfortable with your body? Even when I said that, I can people seizing up. Don't you want to get to that age where you can just be like that old guy in the surf club? Do you know the guy that just wander around naked, just going, yeah, that's my dick, deal with it? It curls up like a pig's tail, whatever, oink oink.